Equals3 Studios.
Okay guys, so I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm a self-appointed Instagram model. It's a thing. So there's pressure to stay thin, you know? And a lot of my friends are trying these crazy diets, and I love Cheez-It, so I have a hard time doing diets. But I got a list of some of the most intense, crazy fad diets out there, all right? Don't try any of these, because they're crazy, and you're beautiful. And you just do you, boo, all right? Let's do it.
Number 10.
The cotton ball diet. This diet involves eating cotton balls before a meal to help you feel more full. And in some extreme cases, people will dip cotton balls in orange juice and just eat those as the meal. Why can't I find the nutritional information? Maybe it's because it's not food. The cotton ball diet started in the modeling industry, not Instagram, like before Instagram, because there was a pressure to be thin. In 2011, Janice Celeste, who was the mother of model Cecily Lopez, said that she had seen a younger model dipping cotton balls in orange juice and eating them. And it later came out that that model was anorexic. Seriously, guys, this is a crazy diet and there are so many reasons not to do it. First, there's malnutrition. If you're eating cotton balls instead of actual food, your body isn't getting the nutrients it needs to survive. On top of that, our body can't digest cotton balls. So they just stay in your stomach or intestines and cause these blockages that have to be surgically removed. So if you really want to eat something soft and fluffy, stick with cotton candy, because even that is better for you than cotton balls. Okay?
Number 9.
Ear stapling. This is dangerous. It doesn't even work. Ear stapling is loosely based on acupuncture, which involves stimulating certain points of the body with fine needles. In this case, instead of fine needles, they use tiny surgical staples and just leave them in your ear. Some people claim the staple stimulates a pressure point that controls appetite, meaning that you'll be less hungry and you'll eat less. Some studies say that acupuncture can help control appetite, but there have been no studies that prove that ear stapling can do that. Take the stapler away from your ear, staple that bag of Cheez-Its shut. I'm just kidding, don't do that. We're gonna eat them.
Number 8.
The cigarette diet. So this diet could make you skinnier. It could also make you dead. The cigarette diet is one that dates back to the 1920s. I'm not doing that anymore. The president of the American Tobacco Company, Percival Hill, intentionally sought out the women's market. Hill had the brilliant idea to sell cigarettes as an appetite suppressant to women who wanted to slim down their waistlines, because let's prey on women's insecurities. Lucky Strike used the slogan, "Reach for a lucky instead of a sweet, for a figure no one can deny." This was back when cigarette ads featured doctors saying how healthy they were. So it was a confusing time. People were like, oh, this is good for me and it's gonna help me lose weight? Great, sign me up. Make it a double. The crazy thing, these ads worked. Sales more than doubled in the 1920s because people wanted to be skinny bitches. Yeah, sure, nicotine might help curb your appetite a little, but smoking comes with all of these health risks. Not worth it. People say that nothing tastes as good as being skinny feels. Well, I'll tell you what tastes better. Not being dead.
Number 7.
The Twinkie diet. I really feel your power's just falling off already. This diet is too good to be true, because it's not true. In 2010, Mark Hobb, a nutrition professor from Kansas State University, tried to prove a point to his students, and he ended up creating a national sensation. He wanted to prove that when it comes to weight loss, it's the number of calories you consume that matters, not where those calories are coming from. So he put himself on a diet of junk food, mostly consisting of Twinkies. His theory was that since Twinkies are only about 150 calories each, you could eat 10 Twinkies in a day, or 1,500 calories. Because that 1,500 calories is still pretty low, you would lose weight. And he did. He lost 27 pounds in 10 weeks. He also claimed that his cholesterol and body mass index improved. Great. Not so fast. Put down the Twinkie. Critics point out that the amount of time he was on the diet was too short for all of the negative side effects to show up. Sure, he was losing weight, but he was also consuming a ton of sugar. 4 times the daily recommended amount of sugar. Staying on this diet for any length of time might ultimately lead to insulin resistance and diabetes. I'm eating them all just today and then I'll stop. And while there are 39 ingredients in Twinkies, most of them aren't really considered food, so this diet could lead to malnutrition. It's delicious. Not nutritious.
Number 6.
Twinkie. This is is ridiculous. Sleeping through life is not the answer. You're just gonna be asleep all the time. The Sleeping Beauty diet comes from Jacqueline Suzanne's best-selling novel, Valley of the Dolls. Elvis Presley is probably the most popular person that's tried this diet. The logic behind it is pretty brilliant, and it goes like this. You're not hungry if you're asleep. You don't eat if you're asleep. So be asleep. But this isn't just like normal sleep. The Sleeping Beauty diet calls for people to enter drug-induced comas for days in a row. So I shouldn't have to explain to you why this is a terrible idea, but I will, because I'm here for you. First of all, the powerful sedatives used most often, like Valium and Xanax, are highly addictive. And then, since most doctors would never endorse this plan, you have to get your drugs from non-professionals, and you don't really know how much to take. This can lead to an overdose. And most of all, you are missing out on your life because you are asleep and probably drooling. So you probably don't even look cute anyways.
Number 5.
Alcorexia. Guys, do not try and mix alcohol with weight loss. Mix it with Red Bull. I'm kidding, sort of. Alcorexia is the nickname given to the diet where you restrict calories and even skip meals entirely so you can drink more without getting fat. Sound logic. People who do this also enjoy the added benefit of being able to get drunk quicker on an empty stomach. Studies show that 30% of women between the ages of 18 and 23 have skipped meals in order to drink more. And 16% do this on a regular basis. You guys, stop. With less food in your stomach, your blood alcohol levels are higher when you drink, which makes your liver work harder, which can lead to alcohol poisoning. It also increases the long-term risks of liver disease, dementia, diabetes, sleeping with your ex. It's been rumored that Lady Gaga has tried this diet, but Lady Gaga has also worn an entire dress made of raw meat.
Number 4.
Breatharianism. Tastes so good. You can't live on just air. A group calling themselves the Breatharians has claimed that they found a way to end world hunger and obesity. Ready for it? Don't eat. Yeah. Instead of food or water, these people claim to get their nourishment from prana, which is the Sanskrit word for life force. Ellen, who now goes by Jasmine, is credited for starting today's breatharian movement. She advises followers to slowly start replacing physical food by fasting on air and light. Kind of like photosynthesis, I guess, except we're not plants. Scientists say, nah, bruh. Not possible. So she claims she eats nothing and is perfectly healthy. But when she was followed around by a 60 Minutes film crew for 2 days in Australia, she had horrible blood pressure and she showed signs of dehydration. Ultimately, the film crew was worried about her. They stopped shooting so she could go eat a sandwich in hiding. She blamed this on polluted air. Polluted air, my ass! More like hot air! Moral of the story, you can't survive on air, okay? Even plants need water, all right? And sometimes even when you water them, they still die, and that's not your fault. Don't take that guilt.
Number 3.
It's delicious. This one tastes pretty gross and isn't sustainable. So the Master Cleanse involves consuming a mixture of water, lemon, cayenne pepper, maple syrup, and nothing else. You're supposed to just drink this and eat nothing else for several days to cleanse the body of its toxins. And obviously, because you're consuming so few calories, you drop weight. But the focus of this one is more to like cleanse toxins, and weight's kind of like an added benefit. Dr. Rosenfeld from Cornell Medical College singles out the Master Cleanse as being especially harmful. In medical terms, no try this. Its rapid weight loss can slow your metabolism, which leads to future weight gain. Also, it's super low in protein, which can make a person susceptible to infections, brain fog, hair loss. It can weaken your immune system and increase your risk of heart palpitations and cardiac stress. Okay, real talk. I did this before. I tried it with a trainer. I was trying to fit into my bridesmaid dress for my sister's wedding. And I did it for a whole 7 hours. And then I ate some popcorn and had the dress taken out.
Number 2.
HCG diet. I'm a cookie girl. In the 1950s, this British physician had an idea. He claimed that a 500-calorie-a-day diet combined with injections of the HCG hormone would lead to weight loss. HCG is a hormone that is released naturally during pregnancy and supposedly is supposed to make you lose weight. In addition to all of the risks that we've heard about that come with a diet based on eating basically nothing, there are risks from the injections. For one thing, there's no evidence that these injections even work at all, okay? and the FDA requires a prescription to get one. So there's some over-the-counter aids that claim to contain HCG, but the FDA said that they're like super dangerous and they're fraud, so don't buy those. So word on the street is that Snooki from the Jersey Shore has tried this diet, but she's also Snooki from the Jersey Shore.
And number 1.
I'm not doing this one. I can't even. Ew, this is so gross. A tapeworm is a parasite that lives in your intestines and eats your food before it can be absorbed by your body. Teamwork. Untreated tapeworm infestation can lead to a ton of problems. As they grow, they can cause intestinal blockages. And they can, guys, do I really need to explain to you why you shouldn't put a living worm inside your body and have it live in your stomach growing and eating everything and someday it's just gonna eat your brains out?
10 for 10.
All right, guys, that's it for today. But remember, if you want to lose weight, just do it the real way by eating healthy and exercising. And guess what? You don't need to lose weight. You're beautiful just the way you are. Now go follow me on Instagram. I'm Kelly Landry. You're smarter than you were.
Thank you for watching this Equals 3 Studios production. To watch another episode, click here. Also, don't forget to subscribe. And now, my Batman impression. My parents are dead. Thank you. I'm pretty sure I nailed it.